It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
The seats are shoveled, the fans are ready for a snow game here in Buffalo. And we're off and running from Western New York. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to, and just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass, and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 4. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here. It will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for Allen. He completes it in traffic. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
The running back gets it on the draw. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Allen now on first down. Gets this to Johnson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 19. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
It's Allen out of the pistol. He's got it! Touchdown, Buffalo! Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. It's Brandon Powell with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 32, he gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll throw it. This is on target to Brandon Powell. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up an LA first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. Throwing now on first down. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made by Carter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. 9 yards on that play, and they're just a yard out now on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Back to him on second and goal. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. They'll try and throw it here. Caught near the pylon. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
He's one of the greatest to do. It's Justin Tucker on for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Tucker's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
On first down, Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Fits it through the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Play action now with Allen. Throwing the out route complete. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. He's got it. And in, touchdown Buffalo. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bass on for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for them on that point after. And the Bills drive their lead to 11. Bass now to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Carter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They're going play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Connects with his back, Khalil Herbert. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 24. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. There's a handoff up the gut. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Has it in close. It's an LA touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Rams cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson with a return here. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Allen now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Allen on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. It's Allen out of the pistol. He finds Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and just 2 to go. Right up the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get 6 more on their early advantage. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Bass on for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Bills drive their lead to 11. Bass now to kick this away. Ronnie Rivers now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Draw play here. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 21-10 our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. They gain 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Escapes the pocket. He breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Hits him on the out route. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll throw it yet again. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Simple dive up the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 1-score game in the first half. Tucker on for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Rams cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson now on the return. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 now. Pass complete to Cook. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Lays out left side and gets it. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
First down throw for Allen. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Back to the well again. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Amendola able to put it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They give it to him again. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Pass play coming here. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back now, pressure on its way. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Now, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Rams bring it back to even. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Sent down by Cody Barton.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
The give here on 2nd. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Jalen Jones up from the secondary to make that stop. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a 4th down instead.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10 now. Catch made by Carter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. Pass play now. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here's a give up the middle. Blast through midfield. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The handoff on 3rd and short. Another run is stopped short. Just 2 on that pickup, and now it's 4th and 1.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for this. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First down, ball at the 36. Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. And the next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing now, off play action. It is cut left side. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Has it in close. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gets in. Touchdown, LA. The Rams get some late points and the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 3 now. From the 48. Quick slant to Samuel. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blitz coming here. Allen finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Sent down by Cody Barton.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. He was good on his first attempt and his second from a little over 45 here. Amendola able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Rams out in front. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half for running back Khalil Herbert. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Rams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll throw to begin this drive. Hits his running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. from the 41. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. That's going to be caught by Carter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Looking to the air here. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Tucker on for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Plowing up the middle. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st down, Allen has him on the quick hitter. And he's across midfield into Rams territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 46. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Play action now with Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. There's a handoff up the gut. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. It's Allen out of the pistol. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills start the 2nd half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now the Bills offense staying out. They're going to go for 2. Allen looking to throw this. Chased out to his right. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in. The lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. The visitors and Khalil Herbert to take over once more. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing now, off play action. He's got him, that's Moss. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
On 1st down, they'll run. They'll drag it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. We find space for a few yards that time. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Tucker on for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
First and 10 from the 41. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Connection made to Coleman. Still has some space inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Allen on the play action. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This one's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back, 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Hauled in left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on 1st. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the air, 3rd and long. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. He finds Kincaid. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Allen on 3rd and short. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They're set up at the 35 now. Allen now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So 2nd down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. They'll run here on 1st down. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. My, cross hauls it in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. Third down. He'll throw it. Got his target. It's Hill. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play action here. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Tucker on for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bills set to take over offensively. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 27. Finds Kincaid. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They send a tight end in motion. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw now, Allen. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Allen setting up play action. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on that play, but 3rd and goal is still going to be longer than they'd like.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but...
And he scores! It's a Buffalo touchdown! The Bills make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. They'll throw on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Tossing right to the short side. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Give now to the running back. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 39. This one's taken in by Hill. Good running here. He's across the 15. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 38 out of the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
First down from the red zone. Forced out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Now looking to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Tucker on for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
2nd down, Allen throwing again. Connection made to Coleman. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Allen now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. It's Allen out of the pistol. Gets this to Kincaid. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Offense up to the line fast. First down throw for Allen. Makes the catch and gets the feet in.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 19. Flush down out to his left. He's on the move. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills gotta score in a hurry. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Allen setting up to throw. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This is from 35 out on the left hash.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation,
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Back-to-back carries here. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they'll have just one left to burn now. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running this one left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. The give here on second. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with a West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Buffalo.